very much for coming. How are you doing?
Yeah, no worries. It's been exciting. I'm in between kind of like a weird time. I'm going to Australia tomorrow, and I've got work in a restaurant tonight on Valentine's Day. So
incredibly busy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. Then.
That's all right.
Coming in. And we've also got Elisabeth. Hello, Elisabeth.
Hello.
Hello. And Elisabeth is she your manager?
One of them. Yeah, I've got the illustrious Paul Rivers as one of them, and the lovely Elizabeth as the other. But she's like a life mentor to me.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, Paul, a friend of the show. We have to thank Paul. He's the guy that's really been pushing the show for us to get bands in. So hugely grateful. So I think that's how you came as well.
Yes.
Through Paul. Okay, so you're going to be playing some acoustic music for us. So I'm really excited about that.
It's a bit different to the stuff that you have been playing previously, but hopefully it'll just be nice.
Well, that's cool. Get all mellow for Valentine's evening.
Yeah, well, say that. You haven't had the songs yet.
Okay, I'll wait with bated breath.
Yeah.
I've got Blackstone Cherry lined up just in case. No, yes. Joking. So we were talking offline a moment ago, literally about your story and your music and everything else, and how you got to become a solo singer-songwriter. Tell the listeners about it. It's really interesting.
Okay, so I've been playing music since I was about 6. I started off on cello and always wanted to play drums. So when it came to going to university and kind of being in bands and like living kind of always wanting to be a drummer, I came back from uni, like the band split up. I just kind of, I don't know, I was writing a lot of music anyway. Spoke to Paul Rivers and he just said the one thing that I've never really put all my time and effort into is just being the band, you know what I mean? Like writing all the songs, being the front man. And so I kind of believed him a little bit, but still wasn't sure that, you know, it was what I wanted to do. And about 6 months later, I've written 2 albums worth of material, and the first album I'm recording at the moment, it's sounding great. But yeah, I never really believed him. I never thought I'd be a singer-songwriter. I never thought I wanted to do that. But here I am, and I'm still able to do the drumming. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this for the time being.
Cool. And what sort of bands were they? What sort of music did you play?
Okay, so like I said, I was in bands from when I was about 14, and they were all just like pretty angsty punk rock sort of stuff, and you know, the sort of stuff that 14-year-olds play. But then I got into a band when I went to university, and we ended up playing Download Festival, which was amazing. And then it all went downhill after that. It was literally like someone's flicked a switch and went, okay, you've had your time, you can just give up now. Like, and so the band kind of fizzled out. We went on tour and stuff, and it just wasn't. It was like typical underground unsigned band where you're playing to no one but driving for like 3 hours to literally not even cover petrol money. So it was that sort of thing, and I was like, I'm fully aware that it is a band and it is great playing music and the music that I love, but it was just never, I don't know, it got to the point where I was like, look, how long do I do this before I give up? Because I'm 21 and I know plenty of people who are in bands who just wait for that one band that picks off, and it's just, I don't know, I can still do that, but if I'm enjoying playing music and writing the music myself, then I might as well do that as well. So who knows, maybe one day I'll go back to being in a band and sleeping on people's floors and in the van and things. But in the meantime, I'm fine doing open mic nights.
And you played Download, you say?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Okay, so my band entered a competition, and out of 700 bands, we came like second, and the top 7 bands went to play Download, and then another one was added at a later date or something. But yeah, it was the Red Bull Live at Download competition, and it was great. It was probably the thing I'm most proud of musically. It was the best weekend of my life. It was like we played to a packed out tent, and it was just incredible. But like I said, like everything just changed after that. It was almost like, okay, we had a taste of it, but it never really went anywhere. A lot of people, I think, a lot of our friends were like really backing us to get to play it, but none of them actually, you know, wanted to see us in the end, like when we went back to our hometown to play. So, but yeah, it was amazing, really amazing.
Just out of curiosity, what year was that? Who was headlining?
2013, so it was Iron Maiden, Slipknot, and Rammstein.
Oh, I remember, yeah. What night did you play?
We played the Sunday, so I remember being backstage and thinking, right, we've got half an hour till we're on stage, and just sneaking out and watching Parkway Drive and going, this is surreal, I'm going to be playing in about 20 minutes and I'm watching Parkway Drive, like, so this is like my warm-up. And then we came off stage, did a load of press, did like catering and stuff, and then went to see Limp Bizkit, who was like the band that I literally that started off me playing like heavier music and stuff, and it was my first album I ever bought as well. So it was kind of surreal to watch like one of my favourite bands go and play a gig, and then watch the band that got me into music. So that was amazing.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
So you're going to play an acoustic track for us?
Yes. So this song, it's a difficult one because it can have two messages. There's one which is like, heartbroken, breakup song, which some people might take it as. I actually wrote it because Alex Todd Weller, who tragically passed away last year, kind of shook up the music scene. Like a lot of my friends were, grieving his loss and stuff, and lots of people knew him, and I even had him as a Facebook friend, and it was like really strange seeing so many people pouring all their love out to him and just like saying how amazing a person he was. And yet I can't really remember ever meeting him, but yet somehow our paths had crossed one time, and it got me thinking about, if for example, hopefully I don't, but if I was to die tomorrow, what would happen? What would people say about me? And it was kind of like a reflection, because a lot of people say that, you're always really close, and like the music scene in the Milton Keynes was amazing at one point, and everyone knew each other, and it was great. But like I went away to university, and all the people I used to see, I just don't speak to anymore, and like friends have drifted apart, and like this song kind of it means a lot, because it's kind of like almost a song about my friends, like where are you now? Why don't you see me anymore? But it's also like a realization that you do just grow up. Friends just drift apart, and I just decided to write a song about it. So that's that.
And what's it called?
This song's called Cease to Be. It's the first single off the album.
Go for it.
When you left, you took a part of me. If I spent a day with you, I would never leave. You were the only friend to me in this lonely town. You left me speechless, now I'm a mess, a voice that isn't loud. Help me up, help me stand, I thought that you would always be around. Hear your voice, I look around, but you are nowhere to be found. You are nowhere to be found. When you say you love me, were you thinking out loud? 'Cause I seem to remember forever meaning that you would stick around. You are the world to me, but if I died tomorrow you'd see the person you said you loved would cease to be. The doctor turned around to me. He said, son, you've only got 3 more days, and I'm sorry. Make your time count, you got 3 more days before you leave. Make it up to people, tell them what they mean. I need to ask you honestly, will you let me stay the night? 'Cause I only got 3 more days till I can't say I'm alive. When you say you love me, were you thinking out loud? 'Cause I seem to remember forever meaning you would stick around. You are the world to me, but if I died tomorrow you'd see the person you said you loved would cease to be. When you say you love me, were you thinking out loud? 'Cause I seem to remember forever meaning that you would stick around. You are the world to me, but if I died tomorrow you'd see the person you said you loved would cease to be. Yeah, I will cease to be. Yeah, I will cease to be.
Very good.
Thanks
Excellent. Excellent. You say that's the first song on the album. So will that be an acoustic album or is it electric? Or?
It's really weird. The way I recorded that song, we kind of laid down like a loop. So I did like the whole kind of annoying Ed Sheeran thing. It was like... And then that just became the loop. And then we just layered up instruments. We ended up, like, it was quite funny. I worked out the guitar without a capo. And the key of the song was in E, for all those music nerds out there. And I turned up to the studio and I saw a harmonica on the table and I said, Alex, like, who's the guy I'm recording with? I said, Alex, I really want to get a harmonica on this song. And he goes, oh, mate, you wouldn't believe it. Like, you can't, like, use it unless the song's in E. I was like, you are joking. And he goes, no, like, you can only play it if the song's in E. I was like, well, I was working out this song this morning. That's the key of the song. And he goes, oh, right, well, let's whack it on there. And so I ended up playing harmonica for the first time in my life. And it, like, features quite heavily in the song. But I need to buy it off him for sessions like this, really.
So you mentioned Limp Bizkit earlier. Yeah. Who else are your influences?
Well, Chili Peppers earlier, like, in my life, like, I really went through a heavy stage of them. Then my stepdad introduced me to Oasis, and then, like, the singer-songwriter within me kind of ignited, because I just love all of their songs. I just think they're absolutely amazing. And then I kind of, I don't know, went through a stage of, like, really heavy music, but, like, melodic, like Architects and Parkway Drive to an extent, Bury Tomorrow as well. And it was kind of... Only recently I really got into, like, the softer, like, Damien Rice. Absolutely, like, 100%. He's all over the stuff that I write. Like, his album came out last year and I just don't think I can put it down. It's just one of those albums that I just... If I'm... No matter what mood I'm in, I can listen to that album because it's so musical. It's got... I mean, he does so much to those songs. He writes the guitar parts, the vocal melodies, he plays piano on it. And there's also people like Luke Sital Singh and... James Bay, who are, like, really influenced by him. And so that kind of stuff has really been what I've been getting into recently. But it all kind of spawns from, like, Limp Bizkit, which is kind of strange. Because that was literally the first album I ever bought.
Was it?
Yeah, I was meant to get Gorillaz, but it had Parental Advisory on it. And funny enough, Limp Bizkit didn't, because it was like an edited version, so every swear word was deleted, and it was just a really bad choice to be my first album, because the Gorillaz album probably had one swear word on it. But my mum...
Wouldn't let you?
No, she wouldn't let me, so Limp Bizkit it was, which I don't regret now, at all. Great album.
Elizabeth, you've got a music business.
I do indeed. I couldn't get a job, so I set up my own company.
Talk to us about that.
So it's called Dreaming in Colour Productions, and it's based in Leicester, so I'm not from Milton Keynes, I only come down here for Toby. But I'm more than welcome to Milton Keynes musicians getting involved down my neck of the woods. Apparently you guys have some good bands coming out of here.
We have some very good bands.
I've heard, word on the street. But yeah, it started in November 2013. And I'm about to set up my own recording studio, which will be open in April, which is very exciting.
Fantastic. So how do you help bands specifically?
I started off actually tour managing, and the band Midnight Wire, who I was tour managing, I essentially bullied them into letting me be their tour manager.
Be careful, Toby.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a persistent person. But, I just tend to get overly involved, what I did with them. And then it went from me being introduced as their tour manager to their manager. So it was a natural progression. And it's not something I sat down one day and thought, I want to be a manager, because it is essentially babysitting. But I like to think that I guide musicians in the right direction. I mean, I'm not talented enough to be a musician myself, so I never get overly involved with the writing of the music. That's kind of their decision. But when it comes down to, should we put this out as a single or this song, and which one should we put a video to, and essentially it's the boring admin-y work that I do that I'm good at, so the artists and the musicians can focus more on their music instead of having to faff about and book tours and sort out distribution and talk to people. And
so if there's any Milton Keynes bands wanting help, you're the go-to girl, are you?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Dreaming in Colour Productions.
Excellent. So if there's any bands that are interested there that want to get in touch with Elisabeth that need some help, that's absolutely fine. Back to Toby.
Yep.
Next track, what you got for us?
Okay, so funny story. Not funny at all. Definitely heartbreaking. I was in a long-term relationship for what I would consider long-term is 4.5 years. Didn't end particularly well, but because, I don't know, writing songs was kind of like my therapy, because it kind of helped me through the breakup and everything, and it was, instead of speaking to someone, I could write these songs and then never show anyone if I wanted to. So I wrote some songs and got drunk one night, wrote a whole song, just like lyrics about how I was feeling, because Elisabeth kind of came into my life at a very weird stage. I was still with my ex. It wasn't, like, good at the time, but I don't know, we just connected because of the music thing, and it was great, and it was, like, fresh and new, and, like, when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, like, it was, like, I don't know, it almost ran one into the other, but it wasn't easy. So I wrote this song about how I couldn't fall in love with Elisabeth because I was so hung up about my ex and stuff. And the song's called I Can't Fall For You, and it basically describes how I was feeling in about November last year. No, not November. God. August last year.
Get the dates right, Toby.
Yeah.
Crucial.
It was it was kind of like she was in Malta, and I was like, okay, I've got some serious decisions to make. Like, do I try and make this work for the sake of, like, her happiness, or do I kind of just take it at my own pace and kind of just admit that now is probably not the best time? And then I played this song to her, and oh god, it was a very awkward drive home, which I didn't actually pick up on for a little while.
Men don't, apparently.
No, and so for the whole journey home, I was just thinking that it was absolutely normal. And then when we got home, Elisabeth burst into tears and was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And I was just like, oh no, I don't feel like that anymore. And kind of managed to talk her around, which is good. But yeah, when you hear the song, you'll see just how heartbreaking it is, because it's probably one of the best songs to play on Valentine's Day / worst. Worst idea ever.
I was about to say that. It was a good day for you to come in, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's for anyone who, I suppose, is struggling to kind of love that one person just for whatever reason. Like, it doesn't have to be because you're over an ex, or it can be, you know, with depression or anything like that. It's just one of those things. Like, some people just can't, you know, dedicate their life to one person or whatever, and for whatever reason. So this is called Fall For You. So do all the things I want you to do. You make me feel the way I want you to feel too. You make the decisions that I want you to make. Follow leads that I want you to take. But there's one thing getting in the way. Oh, there's one thing I never want to say. I can't fall for you. I can't feel the way that I want to. You leave me feeling like I've got no clue. I can't fall for you. I can't feel the way that I want to. You leave me feeling like I've come unglued, 'cause I can't fall for you. Tell me things that make me proud. You let me know I'm worthy of having you around. You smile, you like me, and it makes me sad that I can't appreciate you whenever you're around. You have your history, but I'm brittle, I'm broke. I can't tell you the truth, 'cause I'm too scared I'll choke. Please don't feel like You're not good enough, you're far too perfect for me. I deserve someone that's vibrant, someone that needs setting free. 'Cause I can't fall for you, I can't feel the way that I want to. You leave me feeling like I've got no clue. 'Cause I can't fall for you, I can't feel the way that I want to. You leave me feeling like I've come unglued. 'Cause I can't fall for you. Why can't I fall for you? It's making me upset. Why can't I let go of her and love you instead? Why can't I fall for you? It's making me upset. Why can't I let go of her and love you instead? 'Cause I can't fall for you, I can't feel the way that I want to. You leave me feeling like I've come unglued. 'Cause I can't fall for you, no I can't fall for you. I can't fall for you, I can't fall for you. No I can't fall for you, no I can't fall for you.
Bringing people and communities together on SecklowSounds.org.
Hi, this is Andrew Ackerman inviting you to join me for Groove Lounge every Thursday night between 10 and 12 a.m. on Seckow Sounds, playing the very best in smooth jazz and soul. Groove Lounge on Secklow Sounds and TuneIn Radio.
This is Mike Corbridge bringing you rock business only on Seckow Sounds, and I'm with Toby Joe Leonard, singer-songwriter from Milton Keynes. Thank you for that, Toby. That was really good.
I apologise to anyone in love right now.
Yeah, have a great Valentine's night, everybody.
Yeah. It's even worse, I'm sat next to the person I wrote it about.
When he first played that to me, I honestly thought that he was breaking up with me. We were on a drive back from London. We'd just been to see Charlie Simpson, Here's Me, and My Love Bubble, all happy. Finally found a nice guy, a good guy. And it was great. And he went, I've written this song. Do you want to hear it? It's great. And I was like, yeah, go on. Because I've always been very supportive of his music from the start. And he starts playing it to me. And I'm like, oh, God. And my emotions were just completely torn. Because musically, it's a brilliant song. It's a fantastic song. And then inside, I was like, so do I go home? Should I drop him off? Should I go back to Leicester? No, what's the etiquette here? What's the protocol? Passively aggressive, changing my gears without I'm noticing. But
I was completely oblivious, literally.
Like I said, men generally are.
Yeah. Great now.
So, Toby, are you touring at the moment?
Not touring, no. I've played a couple of open mic nights. I actually only launched my solo career in January. And like I said, the songs have just been coming and like I've just been working on them and stuff, and they're great. Like I've just been really enjoying it. But I think a tour, when you're a singer-songwriter, it's open mic nights at the start, and that's absolutely fine. I'm enjoying it. And
when are you hoping to have the album out?
Well, we're 3 tracks in. I've got like another 3 that are demoed properly, so all I have to do is just re-record them. So yeah, maybe summer. That's the plan. I'll get back from Australia and just crack on with it. That's the plan.
You'll be writing while you're out in Australia?
I've taken my lyric book, but I doubt it's going to be anything quite as serious as Fall For You. That song was a very dark time. But yeah, I don't imagine there's going to be any of that. My second album is going to be really positive, by the way. The first album was just heartbreak and loss and just sadness. But then the second album is all upbeat, I promise.
So we've got time for one more track.
Okay, so this song is probably going to be either a B-side or on the second album, and it's kind of like a confession, almost like apologising to everyone who's going to get offended by this music, because it is incredibly personal. Obviously, Fall For You has already upset one person, I'm sure. It will probably upset the other person as well. And it basically goes back to a principle that my mum has always kind of taught me, and that is just like a problem told is a problem halved. And it does actually work, you know. I mean, the amount of times people kind of keep things bottled up inside them, they just never actually tell anybody about it, and it just gets worse. And so I wrote this song and just kind of apologised for writing music, but I just kind of explained that it is my way of kind of addressing things that are upsetting me or worrying me or anything like that. So this one's called Honesty. Just, there you go.
Go for it.
A problem told isn't a problem halved. I told you not to love a musician, 'cause my sleeve is where I hang my heart. I never want to hurt you, you know. I say a problem told is a problem halved, and that was never the way you lived your life, and now losing you has broke my heart. Honesty gets the best of me, the words I speak that I don't hold back is what keeps me being who I was told to be, and this honesty will break your heart. Honesty has broken me, the words I speak that I don't hold back is what keeps me being who I was told to be, and this honesty will break your heart. I must get it from my father, who had the tendency to say all the wrong things at all the wrong time. But there's love behind the things he says, and even I'll admit that it never comes across in the right way. My mother said I could speak to her whenever I need to cry, but I'd rather write a song about it so I can maybe touch the sky. It's not to make you look bad or badmouth you behind your back. It's just so I can get my head around all the things that you do that make me mad. Honesty gets the best of me, the words I speak that I don't hold back. It's what keeps me being who I was told to be, and this honesty will break your heart. Honesty has broken me, the words I speak that I don't hold back. It's what keeps me being who I was told to be, and this honesty will break your heart.
Excellent, thank you very, very much. Toby, thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. Elisabeth, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you had a great time, and we look forward to the album coming out. Make sure you push on our Facebook page when the album's out. Maybe come back as well, and we'll play the album.
Maybe play some happier songs.
That's great for Valentine's Day.
Honestly, that's the reason I was like, okay, this is actually going to be great, because no one's going to want, I don't know, some people might want a song about love, but...
Everyone wants a song about love. Everyone.
That'll be the second album. I'll try and make a song that's about
And once again, thank you for coming in.
Yep.
We've only got a few minutes left, and before we go, we've got a couple of great tracks for you. The next one